this line getting set up. It's a first down play. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. First down here for this offense.
Let's go.
There's the handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. You know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? He'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
That completion makes it 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Can he make it to the marker? And the defense smothers him for no gain.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. The back's got it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
This is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone.
Get set, get set. Freedom.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Launching downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Okay, ready?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Buckeyes line it up with first and goal.
Cricket. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
Lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. You get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Well, it's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, it's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019. But, Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. You go back to 2019, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, that dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC, and ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here, and move the sticks.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it to the wideout, and he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They'll give it to the back. The defense all over. They stop him right at the line.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
LSU 0.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good, right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run and the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Brought down to the 23, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
New set of downs for the offense, 1st and 10. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaking free at the 35. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. And the quarterback keeps it here. The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
The Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. They'll hand it off. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The shotgun running play call. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
A quick throw out left, complete. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. And when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he can't bring it in. A chance for a takeaway. But one of the star players on this defense couldn't make it.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw, testing the middle. And it's complete downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. The offense knocking on the door here with a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Got it.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
Get set.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch play to the back. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution on that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime. They cut into this lead. Looking for the wideout. The pass is intercepted. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I'd love to see the idea of this quick strike. The defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
The offense sets up with a 1st and goal. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Brought down at the 8-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal. Ready up.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. Breaking through defenders. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. They'll return it from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating
Set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And he drops back in the gun. The sure hands. It's Perkins. They bring him down, but not before he gains 1st down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. Still searching for their 1st touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, LSU. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great 1st step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
21, LSU, 10.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. Fighting him off. Breaking free at the 35. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Quick throw, the catch is made. Gets some space around the 30. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
LSU set.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Yeah, I like the run play here, and offensively at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down.
Get set.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Bengals offense is back out on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield. So the screen on first down is snuffed out nicely, and now they're behind the sticks here.
Yeah, the offense tried to fool this defense by going the screen on first down, but give the defense all the credit in the world. They're not fooled at all. Read that perfectly, able to chase that down for a loss.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw over the middle. Makes the catch downfield. An explosive play. Moves the ball across midfield and spot it at the 38.
Hey, that's what you're looking for right now as an offense. Nice big chunk play like that. Moving the ball now into plus territory. Keep looking for those big plays downfield and hope to be able to get the ball into the end zone.
Pass not complete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Catch made on the out route. Finding some room at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
First and goal, LSU.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Looking for some space. It's Perkins. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Coming up, second down and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. A strong fight back.
Number 5 with the carry.
Offense is out there. They're going to go for two here. They'll run the option. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6.
Boy, that's why I love watching this guy play. He can do so many different things, and here they go with the option on the two-point conversion. Nice job of stretching the defense out. He saw he could get underneath that defensive leverage, did a good job of getting north and south, and came away with the 2 points.
He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession they settled for 3. Let's see if they can reach the end zone this time. First down, looking to throw the football. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Off the play fake on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Deep shot caught out of the 20. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Now that's called making adjustments at halftime and coming out, believing in those adjustments and attacking a defense. Good job here with the execution and a great throw by the quarterback.
The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. They'll run it here. He's swarmed by the defense. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go, third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Connors. Bring him down short of the goal line, but it's first and goal from the 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. First and goal. They play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.